Oh, right, yeah. This is another one of the news stories I've been wanting to do. I've also got another thing on Epstein. But yeah, we'll do this one first. This is something because I saw something about the CCTV. There's a minute missing of the CC. I don't know how true that is because, like I say, I haven't seen the CCTV, but apparently there's yeah, and then this is some figure lurking round Epstein. So let's see.
A mysterious orange figure has been spotted lurking around Jeffrey Epstein's jail cell the night before his death. Surveillance footage showing Epstein's final moments has thrown up more questions than answers, with police video experts now revealing a bombshell new theory around what the orange blob may be. A pixelated orange block can be seen in the CCTV video released by the US Department of Justice earlier this month. The shadowy object moves up some stairs, and as it gradually appears taller, it stays in shot for several seconds. It then heads in the direction of Epstein's cell block at the Metropolitan Correctional Centre at around 10:40 pm. Just hours later, the 66-year-old convicted sex trafficker was found hanged inside the cell with his death ruled as a suicide. Officials initially said the orange person was a prison guard carrying linen or inmate clothing up the stairs. A report into the findings at the time concluded the figure was the last time any corrections officer approached the only entrance to the tier in which Epstein was housed. However, forensic experts who have analysed the video in recent weeks have a different take on who the figure could be. They told CBS News as part of an investigation into the jail footage that the figure may have actually been an inmate. Conor McCourt, a retired NYPD sergeant and forensic video expert, agreed that the orange would have been from a prison jumpsuit, but he believes the figure is clearly wearing the outfit rather than just holding it. This theory would go against the FBI's conclusions that no one entered or exited Epstein's cell as they were not caught on camera. Video forensic expert Jim Safford argued to say that there's no way someone could get to that up the stairs into his room without being seen is false.
Do you not think that we're like? I mean that yeah, it's something. It's something more than we've had really given out before, but it's not really anything. A green blob. Someone walked up the stairs could be anything. What is more is if that minute disappeared. And I think everybody, especially in America, and especially like someone like Michael Francis, he says it. He was a very high profile prisoner when he was in prison. He was capo of a mafia family, and not only that, he was the highest earning member of any mafia family. He is very well known. He's like they don't have their eyes. There is no like unless it's been arranged to be no one's around and no one sees. But everyone knows that you can't do well, depending on the category of prison. But there's no way they've just got him in a we'd call it a D wing. I guess I know they do it as max, super max, whatever. There's a different naming for it in America, but I can't imagine they had like yeah, on in like an open prison or something. Obviously, he's a high profile person. To not have your eyes on him is unheard of, and it is suspicious. It is suspicious. Like I don't know what Ben Shapiro's got. Like this is where conservative people and right wing people look. Although I will say, in the credit of conservatives, I think more conservatives have opened up to the world of conspiracy theories than the left has of recent times. It used to be the left's thing, but it does seem that there are some conservatives, especially over the whole COVID thing. I think a lot of people started to like question things. But I saw Ben Shapiro going on about I've got very high people that I've spoke to that can confirm that no, he did kill it, that Epstein killed himself. It's like, oh well, we'll just take these high up people's word for it. It's like I like Ben Shapiro, but it's like you're very good at arguing politics. This is a world that you don't know because you it's not your world. Like you can watch police officers where they actually was child abuse police officers. That was their job, to deal with these things and deal with these rings, and they're all coming out and talking about it, and all coming out and talking about how much pressure was put on them as a policeman just doing their job. My prime example always is John Wedger. John Wedger come out and said that we have elite pedo rings that goes into government and the royal family and the elite of our country, and he's never stopped being threatened since. They basically made him redundant, and they basically told him to shut up, and if he doesn't, um, he'll lose his kids and he'll lose his everything. And that's the thing. It's like this, as Eric Weinstein said, this structure that the world has stumbled upon. It ain't the first. It's the first time the world stumbled upon it with Epstein and all of that. But it's been. We had it with Savile, Jimmy Savile in our country. Same story as Epstein. Somebody with um, no born into the elite, no great education, no great career, but somehow Jimmy Savile in our country was a radio DJ and a bouncer of a nighttime in nightclubs, head bouncer, but ended up having Christmas dinner with the royal family every year. How? And people would say, "Oh, this is charity work. He does a lot of charity." A lot of people do charity work in our country. A lot of people. They don't all have Christmas dinner with the Queen and her family every year. Where was the what was the who was the what was going on with that? How did he go from lowest of the lows to the highest of the highs and become incredibly wealthy with not much talent? I'll tell you another one, Diddy. I put him in that same thing. Diddy was it. Everyone started to say in hip hop that Diddy doesn't write his songs, doesn't write his words. He's not a writer. And then Diddy come out and said, "I don't write raps. I write checks." Well, where did you get the money to write checks from if you have no initial talent? All right, Biggie. Now Biggie was his big artist, and but that doesn't give you this ridiculous wealth and this ridiculous connection. There's a lot of hip hop producers that have had great artists on them. No one knows their name. How come Diddy is a superstar with zero talent in music? Really, like it, and we all know now. We all know what these men was doing, what these people was doing. And like I find things like this to be almost as misleading as them just putting out lies about it, because it's kind of something of nothing. It can get everybody talking, and it's. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Sweet.